this video, we'll see a problem on sectional orthographic projections. For that, here is the question. A pictorial view of a machine block is as shown in figure. Draw the following views. Elevation along the direction of an arrow F. Plan. Sectional end view along section XX. Insert any 10 important dimensions. So this is the question in front of us. Now, elevation is nothing but front view along direction of arrow F, which is here. So from here we'll see the front view. Then plan is nothing but top view. Observer is at the top. Then sectional end view or sectional side view. For that, the observer is on this side. Now it is looking from left hand side. So here this will be the left hand side view. And since it is not mentioned, either we have to use first or third angle. If nothing is given, always use first angle method of projection. Now, when I'm looking along arrow F, the total length of the object is 25 plus 40 plus 25. That gives me 90 mm. Then for the total height, it is 30 plus 95. That is 125 mm. And for the total width, when I'm looking from left side, it is 100 mm. Then here I'll explain the spacing, that is where to draw front view, top view and side view. So let us get started with the problem. Here in this question, we have to draw the left hand side view, and by first angle method of projection, it will be drawn on right side. So if the side view is on right, front view should be on left. And in the front, the length and height are visible. So length is 90, height is 125. That 125 height I have already taken. So I'll just mark the length here. Ninety mm. Width is 100 mm. Then for the side view, in which the height and width are visible, height we already have. Now width will be projected from the top view. So inside this rectangle, I'll draw the side view. Here will be front view, top view, and side view. So once the spacing has been understood, I can start with the problem. Looking along F direction, the first thing which is visible is this surface. Now I'll be drawing this surface here. This has a height of 30 mm from here up till here, similarly onto the other side. So first I'll mark 30 mm on both sides. Then from the bottom here the length is 25 and even onto the other side. Drawing light vertical lines through them. So here this portion is having 10 mm height and then it goes inside. So here, and I can say that in order to simplify this drawing, here it is about this center line. The object looks completely symmetric. So first I'll draw the center line. Then 10 mm height, 10 mm height on both the sides. Projecting it back. And here, if I can see this, the semicircle, which is the inside semicircle, is having radius 30. Outside semicircle, radius is 40 mm. So for the inside semicircle, if the radius is 30, diameter is 60 mm. And next I can say that after this, first I locate the center for this semicircle. It is 10 plus 20, that is 30 mm height from bottom. So measuring 30 on this center line. Then keeping this same center, I'll draw a light semicircle, first of radius 30 mm and the other will be of radius 40. Projecting them down. Next, after that, if we see here there is radius 5 mm for this groove, or we can say it is a curve. So measuring this distance, and it has to be 5 mm because here the diameter is 80 and total length is 90. So leaving 5 mm. So for that, I'll measure the distance here. Keeping this center, joining it up to the curve. Then after this, the surface, next surface which is seen from the front is this. Now here I need to locate this center, and for that, if we see here the center of this portion and the center of this semicircle which is behind, they are onto the same level. So where the center of this portion is there, it is leaving 25 mm from top, measuring 25 mm. Drawing light line. Then the semicircle which is there on the outside, it has radius 20. So after locating the center, I'll measure 20 mm. Extending just ahead of the semicircle so that I can get the tangent, because here this surface and this semicircle is being connected and this has to be a tangent. So for that, then there is a circle inside of diameter 24. So radius is 12 mm. Next, after that, this surface, some portion of it will be seen, that is this quarter circle. Similarly onto the other side. Now the quarter circle is having radius 10. So in order to draw that, I'll measure 10 mm from one side. Keep that distance in the compass. Cutting here. Getting this center. Similarly on the other side, I'll take the same radius. Inside that, there are two circles of diameter 10. So radius is 5 mm. Similarly on the other side. Next, both these portions are extended and here there is a gap of 30. So I'll measure 15, 15 on both the sides. So here I have drawn this front view light. Next, after reaching up till this stage, here the gap of 30 mm I have already projected it. So projecting it light. Then looking along the X direction, or I can say the F direction here, which is given. This gap is of 25 mm. It is 25 mm below. So I'll take the distance as 25, and that distance is coming exactly at this center. And after that, here if I see, there is a semicircle having radius 12. So the center of the semicircle and the center of this circle, they are same. They are going to coincide. Then means this bottom half part will be for the semicircle, and whatever this distance remains, that is these two lines. So next, after reaching up till here, I can start making it dark, because in this question we have to just draw the elevation, that is the front view, not the sectional front view. So I can make it dark, and for that then making the outlines dark, and this line which is going down, it will be dark only up to this semicircle, and whatever part of the line crosses this semicircular portion, that will be hidden, because this line is behind the semicircular portion, or we can say behind this curved portion. So for that, I'll draw a dark line up to this curve, and then the remaining part of it will be hidden and joining this circle. So this is the visible portion of the front view. Also, if we see that here there is a circle inside this plate which will not be visible from the front, so it has to be hidden. So next, when we see here, this hole is located at a distance of 25 plus 20, that is 45 mm from the top, and exactly at the center. So here over this center line, I am going to measure 45 mm from the top, then drawing light horizontal line through this point. Then the hole is of 10 mm diameter, so I'll take 5 mm on both the sides of this center line. So this will be the hole which has to be hidden, and at the same time, here the plate, or we can say this block, is having a line which will not be visible from the front. So this line also has to be hidden, and it will be inside this portion. So I'll draw it hidden. Then this circle, it has to be hidden. So here the front view has been completed. Then I'll just draw the center lines here. So this is the complete front view. Next, after that, I'm going to draw the plan, which is nothing but top view. And for the top view, the observer is at the top. And the first thing which is visible to me are these two plates and this surface. So I'll draw them step by step. First, these two plates. Now, from the top, the height is not visible, but width is visible. So these two plates, they are having a width of 15 mm. I'll take their length from the front view. And just before doing that, I'll also project the center line into the top view. Taking this center line down. Next, width is 15. So these are the two plates visible from the top. Then the same width is of these two rectangles, which are the small rectangles here, and this semicircle. So I'll take their length from the front view. So when I'm looking from top, I've projected these two rectangles having the same width as the plate, that is of 15 mm. Next, whatever remains is this semicircle, which will look like a rectangle from the top. After that, another rectangle will be visible, that is corresponding to this portion having width 15. So projecting that portion from the front view, where it is in contact with this semicircular part, that is the line which is a tangent. Then this portion is starting after taking 20 mm width from one side. So I'll measure 20 mm from one side. Then I'll take the width as 15. After that, another surface looking from top is this. I'll project its length from the front view. So I've projected the length of this surface. After reaching up till here, I'll start making it dark, because top view also we have to draw the plain top view, that is not the sectional top view. So I can make the outlines dark. Then after this portion, here inside this surface, there is a circle of diameter 10. So getting its center, it is located at a distance of 25 mm width from this line, which is having 15 mm width. So here I'll take the width as 25 mm, and then projecting the radius of the circle, which is here. The radius is 5 mm. So here after drawing the visible top view, then I have to draw those things which are hidden. There are two circles which are there in this 15 mm width plate, which are here into the front view. So I'll project them into the top view. First, getting their center lines. So this will be the center line for the circle. Similarly, from the other side, getting the projections of the circle. So these two circles are hidden. Next, there is a circle of diameter 24 inside this plate, which is a curved plate. So here the plate is there into the top view. I'll just project the circle from the front view, which is along this same line. Then I'll draw the center line. Then looking from top, this groove of 40 mm length, that is also not visible from the top, so it has to be hidden. Projecting it. And it will be there throughout, as can be seen here, throughout the width. Then at the same time, this line will is also throughout the width, so that also has to be hidden, not visible from the top. So projecting it from the front view. So this is the complete top view. Then at last I'm moving on to the side view. So looking from side, that is the left hand side view. And remember, here we have to draw sectional end view, which is the sectional side view along section XX, which is this line. So for that, first draw the plane side view and then go for the section. So when I'm looking from the side, the first thing which is visible to me is this rectangle or rectangular surface. This has a height of 30 mm and width is throughout 100. So height I'll get it from the front view, width from the top view. 30 mm height, that is nothing but this center line. Then it is there throughout the width, so width is there from the top view. I'll leave it light first because we have to draw the sectional side view. So make it light and then go for the section and draw the sectional side view. So after reaching here, we can even see this rectangular plate from the side. Now its height is 95 mm. That is, after taking 30 mm, whatever is left is this height, and width is 15. So the height is already there with us. Width, I'll take it from the top view. Next, after drawing this vertical rectangle, so here, after this, when I'm looking from the side, in that case, this surface is also visible. Height, I'll get it from the front view. Next, width of the plate from the top view. Projecting it light first, then afterwards we are going to make it dark because we have to draw the sectional side view here. So it is better to project it light, draw it light, and then make it dark. Then after this surface, here this rectangular surface will also be visible. So again, getting its height from the front view, and width I have already taken it of one side. And then the width of this plate from the top view. Next, after that, this portion will be seen as a rectangle from the side view. So getting its height from the front view. And it is there throughout the width, and I can say that the width is already there here for this portion. Next, after reaching up till here, there is a circle inside this plate. So getting it from the front view, projecting its center. So this circle will be hidden here if I'm drawing the plain front view. Then, or I can say the plain side view. Another circle inside this desk, which is here, I'll get it from the front view. Then inside this surface, which is here, there is a circle of diameter 10. So projecting it from the top view, that circle is there only up to this semicircular part. So here there will be this circle. Now what I'll do after I have drawn it light, here I'll explain the sectional side view. That is, after cutting, how it will be looking like. And then I'm going to make the outlines dark so that we can understand which surfaces are visible. So here, when this object is getting cut about the line X, so this is the line along which the object is going to cut. Now when I am cutting this object and removing that part which is in front of me, which is here, when I am going to remove that, then I am going to see the sectional side view. And here, first of all, when the section is passing through here, both these circles, they are not cut, so they will be hidden because the front portion is removed. So at behind we are having this circle, so it has to be hidden. This semicircle is going to cut, so section will start from here. That is, since there is a gap, the object will be start cutting from here. That is, I can say that half of the semicircle. So it will be start cutting from here, that is the semicircular part. So I'll start making it dark, that is the outline first. Step by step we should make it dark. And when this semicircle is cut, it will be there throughout the width. So for that I will draw a dark line. Next, when the cutting plane is passing, this circle is getting cut, that is, it will be seen as a rectangular surface. So I'll project it and make it dark. Then when the cutting plane passes, in that case, as this front portion is removed, that is this rectangle of 30 mm height, then this small rectangle would be visible. So I'll get its height from the front view. Then as the cutting plane is passing through this circle as well, then that circle, the half of it has been removed. So this remaining half will appear as a rectangle. I'm making it dark. Inside this plate, the circle would be hidden because it is not getting cut. So first drawing its center line. Then after reaching up till here, I'll shade the part inside which there should be sectioning. So only in this much part the sectioning will be there because that is the cut portion. Here this semicircular portion, then this curved portion, they are coming onto the same plane. Behind here this plate, sectioning won't be there. It will start from this middle of this semicircular part. So it is starting from here, that is the center, and up to the bottom. Now this semicircle is exactly, if we see here, it is not being getting cut, but the plate behind, or we can say at the bottom of this semicircle, that is getting cut, and it comes onto the same plane as this plate. And then this bottom rectangle is also not in contact with the cutting plane, so it won't be cut and there won't be sectioning here. Dark line indicates the change of plane because this rectangle is ahead, the plate is behind, so there is dark line separating them, which shows the change of plane. Then here I'll draw the section lines which are inclined at 45 degree, so I can select any point inside this diagram in order to draw the sections. So these are the section lines which shows that the object has been cut, used as a convention. Then drawing the center lines. After completing it up till here, I'll give the name of the cutting plane, that is XX, into the front view. Next, after reaching here, I'll give the dimensions. Then at last, it is given that insert any 10 important dimensions. So here I'll be giving the dimensions starting with the front view. And remember that dimensions should be medium dark. Here I'm using red color for medium dark line. Diameter 10, 2 holes. Then the radius is of 10 mm, which is the external radius for the quarter circle. Next, diameter is 24 for this circle. Next, radius 20. radius 30, then here there is this gap, then giving the dimensions in the top view, because all the major dimensions have been given here in the front view and we have to give at least 10 dimensions. So the major dimensions have been completed in the front view. So in the top view, just I'll give the total length and total width. This diameter is 10 mm. Then at last giving the dimensions in the side view. This width is 15. This is 20 width from one side, and then the width of the plate was 15 mm. The location of the center 25. One 125 is the total height. So here we have the front view, also called as elevation, the top view called as plan, and sectional left hand side view, also called as sectional end view. And once I have completed all these three diagrams, with this the problem gets completed.